Okay, we almost got through the whole intro song that time. There was panic. There was panic literally at a disco at one point. We are here today to talk about naming drinks, drink names. Why are some drinks named what they are? That's not exactly what we're doing here today. Let me put it a different way. We're here to make a cocktail, and then I'm going to fill in sort of the other parts of it. But I think this is an interesting cocktail. This is called the Harpo Special because literally the hero of our story, a guy named Murdoch Pemberton, it's going to be on the test, remember, Murdoch Pemberton, literally found a drink that he liked, put a couple dashes of bitters in it, and named it after his famous friend. That's it. That's how we got this one. So we'll talk about what cocktail it's made from, the lineage of this whole cocktail, and then by the end of it, you will say, well, it's just a daiquiri, wasn't it? And I will say, listen, 90% of cocktails are just daiquiris. So just something to remember, 90% of cocktails, just daiquiris. Hopefully you're still, are you guys still here? Oh, okay, some of you are still here. Good, okay. Whew. Sometimes I feel like I'm a little anticlimactic with what the drink's going to be, and then, you know, we dick around for a little bit, and then we're good. Let me say hello to the people. Let me say hello to Bon Bon, winner of the 2025 Cush Exotic Derby. Bon Bon sent me a text today. Thank you, Bon Bon. It took my little breath away. Very excited. If you are not going to be at Tiki Oasis, San Diego for the 25th anniversary, you're missing out. You're missing out. Bon Bon going all in. So very excited about this whole thing. If you haven't gotten your tickets to Tiki Oasis yet, there are still some. I do not have that information. There might still be some. I'm sure they'll let you in. Just say hi, and they'll let you in. Let me say a GE to BU. Good to see you, Bootopia. Always good when Bootopia shows up early. I feel like Bootopia adds a little spice. A little, I was writing an email the other day and I wanted to use the word zhuzh. And I had to look up how to spell it again. And looking up how to spell zhuzh is a very difficult thing. I think I have it committed to memory now. It's ZHUZH. Speaking of that, I think Bootopia adds a little zhuzh. Never know where Bootopia is coming from in the chat. DC Debbie Clark, winner of the 2023 Cush Exotic Derby. Glad there's room. We're always glad that there's room for you, DC. There will always, even if we have to scoot people aside a little bit, just a little one of those, we'll find a seat for you, DC. Tiki Tom is here in his brand new kitchen. Shawnee Bannebaker. Oh, let me just take that back. I have no idea where Tiki Tom is. I'm not doxing him. I don't know if he's in his kitchen. So if you're looking for Tiki Tom and you're at his house and you're like, hey, the internet right now is saying that you're in your kitchen, I have no confirmation or whether or not Tiki Tom is hiding from people. I don't know whether I don't know where Tiki Tom's watching this, but he also has a brand new kitchen. Good evening, Shawnee Bannebaker, the bread man. Good to see you. Greetings to you as well. Moose. It was more singy than normal. Got a little vibrato in there. Let's see what else we got in here. A lot of chatty group tonight. Amy Beer, little burps. It's a live show. We'll get over it. Amy Beer is here. Good to see you, Amy Beer. Everyone showed up at once. The bar needs a bigger door. Yeah. Yeah. The bar needs something bigger at this point. We are at, let me tell you what we're at. We're at 2,000 and some amounts of people. Paul, loving a daiquiri riff. Paul Bellamaro, loving a daiquiri riff. Love that for you, Paul. Love that for all of us. Tiki Court is here. Did Tiki Court have a, nope, good. We have Tiki Court by herself tonight. Phew. Now we can figure out what's really going on. Let's see what else we got here. Forlorn Hope is here. Good to see you, Forlorn. Always a pleasure. Never a chore. Tiki Tom, I feel like I need, my age, I may need naps. Buddy, we all need naps. I've been trying to do the right thing. I'll tell you a little bit about my life. Before I got into bartending, I was an IT. I ran systems at a law firm. I was an IT guy. I was the like nerd. I didn't have a beard, and I was glasses and the whole thing. I did the whole thing. I had a big my hair was big. I was like a full geek, as it turns out. I ran systems at a law firm in Los Angeles, but based in New York. So they opened their doors at 8, which means I had to get to work at 5 every morning. I was up and ready to go, ready to leave my house at 4:20 every single morning. I left my house at 4:20. I got on the bus. I'm one of the only people in Los Angeles that likes public transportation, so I took the bus in. Then, weird twist of fate, my friend Clayton, my friend Mike, my friend Rocky saw me doing a little comedy afterwards and said, "Hey, you want to come be a bar back for us?" The law firm was shutting down. "You want to come be a bar back for us?" I said, "Yes." "Oh, what time should I be there?" And they said, "Be there at 9. I said, "In the morning? That's an early bar opening." And they said, "No, the bar opens at 10. We need you at 9. And I thought, well, what does it close at? You're only open for like, what, 1 hour, 2 hours? What time you close? We close at 2. We don't leave there till 4 in the morning. So I have, in my life, worked at every hour of the day except between 4 and 5. Those are the only hours that I've never worked. So if anybody has a job that's a job opening between the hours of 4 and 5, I will take it merely for the experience. Anyway, what were we talking about? Naps? I don't know how we got there. Let's get into this cocktail. A guy named Murdoch Pemberton. Murdoch Pemberton. Now, who is Murdoch? A guy we haven't talked about a lot on the show, but I think we brought him up once or twice. He was the editor of a segment in a magazine. He was a magazine writer called Esquire. Maybe you've seen... Nobody bring up what this person is doing, all right? Murdoch was an editor of Esquire. Esquire has been at the forefront of cocktails for a long, long time, even giving us people like Dave Wonderich. Dave Wonderich, of course, one of my favorite guys. I would say in my top 3 favorite guys, probably Davey Wonder, probably our man from Dave Arnold. 2 Daves. I don't know how many Daves do I know. These are the Daves I know. Davey Wonder, Davey. Did I just forget his name again? Dave. The Daves. And then probably Jeffrey Beach Bumberry. I have to say those are my 3 dudes. These are historians and scientists within this. But Esquire magazine has been doing this for a long time. Anyway, back in 1939, he put up a recipe in his little thing. And he said, "Hey, I know this guy. Maybe you've heard of him. His name, Harpo." Okay, well, there's only one Harpo on Earth right now. I used to hang out with him at this bar that was called the Algonquin, or the Algonquin Round Table. It was a New York bar in this big room, and it's a big circle table, and all of the big muckety mucks, all of the big machas used to sit around this little place, and they would drink. We had just a number of very famous people. We've talked. Mary Pickford was there. A lot of very famous people would sit. I'm sure Groucho showed up every once in a while. Anyway, Murdoch would hang out there, and he met a dude named Harpo, who was about as famous as he's like the Jake Paul of his time. Who's a guy that doesn't talk anymore? There's nobody's famous that doesn't talk anymore. Harpo didn't speak. Harpo didn't really drink, but in order to sell magazines, he went out there and he said, "Hey, let me tell you what. This is my friend Harpo's favorite drink." Well, dang. You got to come up with something good. And there's only 2 ways to come up with something good. It's 1, come up with something good. That's number 1. And that's the way we should be thinking about this. Or number 2, steal it. That's the way most people do it. Yeah, Penn, I was going to say Penn is the only other person that I can think, Teller is the only person I can think of that's famous that doesn't speak. Although I've seen him speaking recently. Does podcasts now. Anyway, so he stole a drink, basically. He just took a drink that was already sort of flying around and he stole it. But is it fair to say that somebody steals something if it's a basic formula and you just add your little nest to it and then name it? I don't know. Listen, did Murdoch Pemberton truly steal this cocktail, or was it a bit of parallel thinking? You know, when comedians have one joke and then another comedian does the exact same joke and you're like, oh, that guy stole that joke. You're like, it's a joke about airline food. Don't we all do jokes about airline food anymore? I don't know if we do. You don't get food on airlines anymore. I've chatted a lot because I don't know how long this drink's gonna take. Let's get into it. This is Harpo's Special, based on a cocktail, actually two cocktails coming out of. To match my tins. Two cocktails coming out of Cuba about 3 years earlier, printed in books 3 years earlier. One comes from Sloppy Joe. It is called the Santiago cocktail, which is really more or less a rum daisy, not necessarily utilizing the orange liqueur, but more so utilizing just sort of any liqueur. I think we made a daisy de Santiago this year, as a matter of fact. But instead of the orange liqueur, it was just a little bit of yellow chartreuse. We used the witch, we used the strega. But more specifically, this thing follows almost exactly Constante Ribialagua Vert from La Bar La Floridita, one of the great cocktail meccas of the world. A cocktail called the Golden Glove. Just a Golden Glove. But what does it add? And what, as a home bartender, should you spend your first money on when you after you've gotten, you know, your basic booze? Bitters. Bitters, cocktail flavoring, it is the way to go, and that is all he changes. And then, because he has a platform to then name the drink, and he has a famous friend that isn't going to sue him for naming the drink after him, he comes up with the Harpo Special. Let's get into it. This right here, completely empty. One day, I think I might just start writing little messages to you guys in here. Maybe Kyle could do that. Is there a food safe way to write messages? Like, is there a food safe Sharpie? I don't know. Okay. We just finished yesterday. Listen to this. This is very exciting. We just finished yesterday a huge batch of pseudo juice. This is pseudo juice. Now, this is not completely filtered pseudo juice. I like to double filter my pseudo juice. This is what we call a single filter, which is why there's still some of this muck down here. We're going to do this fairly carefully before we do the second filtering of this to get all of the muck out of the pseudo juice to make it even more shelf stable. Very, very simple. Just follow the recipe for whatever you would do for any rum daisy. We're going to start with 1/2 ounce of lime juice, pseudo juice for all of the haters out there watching that get upset when bartenders do not use real lime juice. This is even better than real lime juice. So stop being a hater, haters. Whoop. We've done it. 1/2 ounce of lime juice. What else do we put in here? Now, I don't know the history of simple syrup. Something I should look into. Is there a history of simple syrup? Do we have the first time that somebody wrote down what simple syrup is? For a lot of times, did Tiki Tom change his name to Tiki Tom, or has he been Tiki Tom the whole time? Just saw Tiki Tom. I thought we had a new person here, but maybe not. Pseudo juice. What were we saying? Simple syrup. I don't know the history of it. I don't know when bartenders first started using simple syrup, moving away from like finely granulated sugar to really stir it in there. I don't know that history. Really like to figure it out. I am personally going through my own little renaissance of simple syrup after reading more of Dave Arnold's stuff. And we are. Oh, he did. Thank you, Bon Bon. Just check. Okay, good. Wow. Can I just say what perception skills I have? Pretty good. Pretty good. I know you guys. You guys think you know me. I'm watching all of you guys. I'm going through my own little renaissance. I was a 1-to-1 simple serve guy. That is a holdover from being a bartender at bars, where 1-to-1 was just a little cheaper. So, you know, save the company a couple bucks. However, now I believe it is cheaper to do 2-to-1 because I don't go through simple syrup that fast, and 2-to-1 saves for a lot longer. So we are now on 2-to-1 simple syrup. It's a tough thing to admit when you're wrong. I was wrong about home bartending. I was correct about bar bartending. We're going to take our 2-to-1 simple syrup, half an ounce. Jay Dilly agrees with me. 2-to-1. This is the way. Yes. I was pretty adamant about it for a while. I was a bit stubborn. I was a bit piggish, bullish maybe about it. I was not interested in hearing all of this 2-to-1 jibber jabber. But I've done the research, and now I've changed my mind. The same way that when you're a kid, you think that chocolate milk comes from brown cows. You learn eventually that they just put chocolate syrup in it. There are ways to change. Oh my gosh, Moose changed his whole name. I don't know what's going on here. What's up, Roger G? I was amazed how much longer rich simple syrup lasted. Yeah, it does seem to last an awful lot longer than the other one. Okay, 2-to-1 simple syrup. That's half an ounce. Now, if we just put rum in here, we're in full daiquiri territory. So let's start there. We're gonna grab a rum. I'm gonna be using the Plantaray. Some people might still have it as Plantation. The Plantaray 3-star. Some recipes call for 1 ounce. Some call for 2 ounces. We're gonna stop it with the 1 ounces. We're gonna put 2 full ounces of a white rum. If you want to use the Carta Blanca, you certainly can. I would find something that has maybe a little age to it, that is also a white rum. We're gonna go ahead and put in 2 full ounces of a white rum. Excellent. All right, got a daiquiri. We don't want a daiquiri. We want a daisy. We want a daisy situation. Now, what makes it a daisy? Sweetened also by liqueur. We have some of those. This is our friends at Grand Gala. Yeah. I feel like you guys were really holding your tongue for a while when I was all on my 1-to-1 high horse. And now that I've come back down to earth, 2-to-1 is the way to go. We are a 2-to-1 bar now, so we will have to adjust some of our recipes. We'll probably have to go through and remake all of the videos that we've made so far to get back into the real zeitgeist, which is a 2-to-1 world that we live in. This is just an orange liqueur. Adding a little orange liqueur makes this drink fancy, a fancy drink, better known as a daisy drink. We want half an ounce of some orange liqueur. I'm using a brandy style, but a curaçao style will do. I would suggest possibly even a triple sec will do, maybe in a pinch, or if you're just a triple sec person, way to go. Right here, what do we have? We have a cocktail called the Golden Glove. Hi, Dr. Cush. I can't get Grand Gala. Should I use Grand Marnier or Cointreau? Moose, personally, I would use Cointreau. I use Grand Marnier when Grand Marnier is a big element in the cocktail. When you want to taste that brandy, when you want to taste the big fruit of the liquor, like if it's a 1-to-1 cocktail, a 1 part Grand Marnier, 1 part whiskey, I would say use Grand Marnier. I would say, however, if you just want the orange flavor, Cointreau will do very well. A tablespoon of corn syrup also helps prevent crystallization. Well, that's a thing we got to try. Add a little corn to your cocktail, to your simple syrup. Never even thought of it. Yes, what's up, Loriander? Good to see you. Pierre Ferrand also works that as a dry curacao, although I don't feel like it is much drier. Anything else? I think you're in a good spot with any curacao, dry or otherwise. and the rest. Okay. Anyway, so in his book, in his wonderful little cocktail book called, I think it's just called La Floridita, Constante Ribeiragua Vert threw a cocktail called the Golden Glove in there. This is it. Now, would our guy Murdoch Pemberton been able to get his hands on one of these books? Absolutely. He absolutely would have gotten his hand. He was the drink editor of Esquire. So there's no way that the drink editor of Esquire did not have in his hot little hands a book of La Floridita cocktails. There's just no chance that that would happen. So he would have known about this drink. What did he do though? Well, you got to come up with a new drink. I got a article due tomorrow. I got to figure it out. I got a friend named Harpo waiting for a drink. I got to figure this out. What do I do? Well, you can of course go through. You can switch out the rum. You can switch out the citrus. You can switch out the sweeteners. You can switch it from orange to a Ginepé, or orange to a maraschino, or orange to a Italicus, or Campari, or Falernum, or peach, or vanilla. What else I got back there? Coffee. Change it to any of those things. Or you know that this thing works. You can just add a couple dashes of bitters, and then you're in a good spot. So what did he do? Took a couple of these guys. Now, these are not called Amy Beer bitters. These are called Angostura bitters, but they are sponsored by Amy Beer. Put 2 big dashes in. That's it. It went from the Golden Glove right across the street to the Harpo, what is it called? The Harpo cocktail. The Harpo Special. The Harpo Special. Called the Harpo Special. We're going to put 2 big dashes of Angostura bitters. So don't worry about watching exactly what I'm doing. Just, I know this dasher, and it's probably going to be more like 5 or 6. More than anything, you just want it to change color a little bit. Boy, that doesn't, she looks like oh, it just looks kind of like murky water. Well, figure it out. Just a little bit of red is all we're looking for. Sorry, what happened to our friend? I called the fire department. Something is smoking. Better. Oh my gosh, Loriander, get out of there. If you don't think that a couple dash of Ango makes everything better, try it on ice cream. I've been wondering, you know, when we run out of cocktails, we will eventually run out of cocktails on this cocktail show. I don't know what we'll do then, but eventually I will have gone through the entire Jones book. I think that I said 8 years is how long it would take me to do the Jones cocktail book. If we did it for 8 years, we'd run out of cocktails. One of the things I thought about maybe is turning this into an ice cream show. So maybe we will try that on our ice cream show at some point. We're going to go ahead and put in our ice. How much? All of it. Right to the top. Always, always, always right to the top. We're going to give this a big, ooh, I was referring to the smoke from Cush Bar. Uh-oh. Oh, something. Oh, I see. I thought Loriander had lit something on fire. He's talking about, of course, my hilarious little smoke machine. Yeah. If the police show, or if the fire department shows up, I will be disappointed. I will be disappointed. Last time the fire department showed up, I was in the middle of the show, and my wife came running in and said that the bar was on fire. It turns out that just the heater had a little extra, what do you call it, oil on it, a little oil on it, and 7 huge men. I mean, like, I'm talking, I remember looking at them and talking to them like this. These were big, big boys. Came in, and my wife talked about it for like 3 months after that. I don't know what she was all into, but really big dudes. Here we go. Give it a shake. One other thing that Pemberton, Murdoch Pemberton, changed about this is the way that Constante Ribeiragua Vert made his Golden Glove was to use a blender. So it was like a blended cocktail. It was nice and icy and kind of cool. This one's just shaken. We're gonna pour this right into our nice frosty glass. We're gonna notice kind of a pink hue. All that does, let me see if I can get my wash line right there to the top. I think I might be able to. Pretty darn close. The Angostura is going to make this just a little pink, just a touch pink. It is going to add some extra flavor, so you are going to get a little extra depth. If you are interested in this experiment, make one Golden Glove and one Angostura, one Harpo Special. See which one you like better. See how much that Angostura can change your cocktail, your ice cream, your breakfast cereal. I'm currently letting some sea bass be put in. I vacuum seal some sea bass in with some mirin and some miso. It takes like 3 days to marinate, so I know what I'm having on Sunday to eat. A little Angostura in that might do well, but the Angostura certainly comes in big. And when you realize how much of a difference Angostura makes versus all of these other bitters that we have up here, cherry and my brother Grant has the celery bitters back here. That's the one he wanted. I have never used it. Love my brother, but it's the weirdest possible thing to have behind the bar. This is it, the Harpo Special, created at least in part by a guy named Murdoch Pemberton. Let's see how we did. Yeah. It's not shocking. I knew exactly what that was going to be. Captain Crunch with Angostura bitters and oat milk is awesome, says Bootopia. I'm in. I'm super in. DCW Clark asking Kyle a question. Kyle, speaking of gloves, how many do you have? I've only seen two. He wears one on one hand, and he wears one on the other. Just the one set. Confusing. What's up, Street? Aloha all. Longest running TV show equals 85. Yes, I have another. I have stamina for another 80. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I sit and watch myself the same way you guys watch this thing. And I believe if you do a time lapse of my beard whitening, it would be somewhat shocking. It would be very much an odd, just like a white patina just growing upon a man's face. I don't know if I have 80 years left in me, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, really nice. I've adjusted the acidity just a little bit. I think you can go up to 3/4 of an ounce if you want, if you're using fresh squeezed lime. The lime juice that I use, the pseudo juice, especially when it's within the first month of using it, is very, very limey. It has a lot of big lime flavors. A big shake in there will create a nice sort of creamy feeling to this. Using a non-triple sec orange liqueur, either a Cointreau, which has a little bit more thickness than most triple secs, or else the Grand Gala or the Grand Marnier, gives it sort of a big. It just feels like a thicker cocktail than other cocktails. I saw them here earlier. I just want to say hello real quick to our good friends. There's one. Cocktail Lulu and Dougie G. Yeah, 2-1. Sorry, Doug. Yeah, we're gonna recalibrate. We'll redo everything 2-1. We'll figure it out. But don't worry too much. We will get it done. If we now recalibrate all the old cocktails to 2-1, we have at least another 5 years of shows in us. So I guess Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks isn't going anywhere. Why don't we end this today with a little bit of... I got some very nice people texting me. people that we don't really even know in this thing, texting me about how much they like the rainstorm. So we'll just finish this off with a rainstorm. Thunderstorm, I guess is what it's called. Let's get our music going here as well. We gotta go into here, Cush lights, and then rain and thunder. There we go. And we will end it in the rainstorm. Very, very simple, guys. If you are thinking I don't know what to do next. I'm out of ideas for cocktails. I really like this cocktail, but I've made this cocktail so many times. Go to some store, spend 20 bucks. I think you can probably get 3 bottles of bitters for that for 20 bucks. Something right around there. I don't know what the economy is doing anymore, but find some interesting bitters, a couple dashes of bitters, throw that in there. It's going to absolutely affect the whole flavor of the drink, and by the end of it, you will have a new drink. And if you have a famous friend, I have one famous friend. His name is Emmy. Not the Emmys. He's on a TV show with Misery. Kathy Bates. Yeah, he's on the new. I think it was a lawyer show. Anyway, I would name this. Name something like that. The Emmy Special. I don't think Emmy drinks, but neither did Harpo. So we're in a good spot. Cheers to you guys. We did it. Okay. All right. This is my getting down to business hat. We got some business to get down to. Matlock. Thank you, DC Debbie Clark. Matlock. My friend Emmy. My friend Emmy is on Matlock. My famous friend. Very, very, very cool. We should have Emmy on the show. Let's have Emmy on the show. He doesn't drink. I keep saying that. Jay Dilla, thunderstorm lights are cool. Is that new or have I been asleep? These are new. So I'm going to use them. I do let these go all the time at this point. If the bar is not being attended to, there is a thunderstorm going in it at all times. I like it. I think it's kind of a fun little effect. Oh, great. So, all right. So we have to get ready for Tiki Oasis. I have turn up the thunder. 1 second. I can do that. Maybe you gotta find new thunder. Okay, we have so much to get ready for. So the next few Saturdays are going to be. It does just sound like rain, doesn't it? It used to be so much more thundery. Oh well. We have to get ready for Tiki Oasis. So the next few Saturdays are going to be getting ready for Tiki Oasis. So I have a cocktail. I have 2 cocktails that we're making for my seminar. We're going to be prepping those for Saturday. So we'll talk about, or on Saturday. So we're going to be talking about what we're doing. You guys will get a little sneak peek of what we're having. A little spoiler alert. If you don't want to know what you're going to get if you come to my seminar at Tiki Oasis San Diego, then do not watch on Saturdays, because I'm going to be telling you what we're making. Spoiler alert right now, one of them includes miso. So hopefully you guys are, oh gosh, it's Tiki, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like a hummingbird, I get distracted. Tiki Tom's birthday's tomorrow. We'll do a little Tiki Tom birthday song right after this. So yes, miso, we're gonna be fat washing. We're gonna be making a lot more, pseudo juice. I can make a lot of pseudo juice, and we're gonna be getting back on, this is almost done, our Velvet Falernum, so we're gonna be getting back on the Velvet Falernum. We're gonna try and make a better version of the Velvet Falernum. So that is what our Saturdays are gonna be looking like. That's what basically the rest of my month is looking like, is doing all kinds of stuff for Tiki Oasis. So hopefully you guys are interested in that. If you want, we can do it with the thunder and lightning going behind us. But either way, we have to get that done. Let's sing a little happy birthday to Tiki Tom. Happy birthday Can I do this on YouTube? Do you think they get you? I don't think my voice is right and are good enough to do that. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Tiki Tom, who's retired with a new kitchen. Happy birthday to you. Mrs. Tiki Tom is in trouble. Why? We're so excited to celebrate your birthday. Very, very excited. Okay. That is what we got. So we will be here on Saturday prepping for Tiki Oasis. If you are unable to get tickets to Tiki Oasis, I am sorry that you are unable to do that. We will be going live from Tiki Oasis, just to let you know. It is going to be whatever the weekend of the, like the 6th or the 8th is. We are going to be on a Sunday at noon. So hopefully you guys are good for that. We will also be going live from Tiki Oasis same night on Saturday, but we'll also be doing the live one on noon. So hopefully you guys will be able to at least watch. If not, show up. We'd love to have you. That is what I have. So show up back up here on a Saturday. Oh, Craigie. Happy birthday from Craig. Happy birthday from everybody. Look at all these happy birthdays. Moose. So much fun sitting at a tiki bar, drinking tiki drink, watching a tiki show. you guys are living a different life than most people. I absolutely love it. Happy birthday, Tom. 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 Did I miss any? Just a yay. That's basically a happy birthday. Happy birthday. Singing. Yes. And then Jay Diller requires constant thunder and lightning for all future episodes. We'll put the thunder and lightning. I have a few more effects that I'm working out right now for the lighting. We will have themed shows coming up, so get used to that. And we are ready. I'll see you guys when? I'll see you guys on Saturday, 6 p.m. here at Dr. Cush Exotic Drinks. We do classes Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Love to have you there. Everybody's jealous of the greens now. My goodness. Living the dream and all that crazy talk. Good work. Thank you. And when will we see you again? Saturday. Until next time, what do we always say? Oh, gosh, if I do the thing, then I have to stop the music. Well, why don't we do it and we'll say, what do we always say?
Are you Dr. Jinga Janga?
And
Bye!
And then we say, there we go. Yes, next thing is a fully functional volcano. I do have, one second. Can we just, since we're basically done anyway, I do have this. I think you guys know what's coming now. Natural? No, fire. Give me a second. I have fire. It's not great fire. We're gonna work on fire. We're gonna work on fire. In the meantime, let's go back to weather. Go into thunderstorm, and let's go back to our sounds. There we go. We'll get it all going. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for showing up for Dr. Cush Exotic Drinks. I am Dr. Cush. Until next time, bye-bye. What do we always say? Bye-bye.